Angama Mara is a lodge based in the Mara Triangle in Kenya. So this is a luxury safari lodge where people from all around the world come to enjoy safari in style and in luxury. Enjoying the animals of the Maasai Mara, enjoying the Maasai culture, the people of the region. This is a home base for people to get out and explore. The purpose of Angama is, number one, to delight our guests, and by delighting our guests we can make a profit. And then most importantly, by making a profit, we can make a difference. So every guest who comes through, they actually may not realize the support they're giving to the communities around here and to our foundation. But $10 per guest per night goes into the Angama Foundation. And with that money, the Angama Foundation uses 100% of those funds to then support healthcare, education, and conservation within the Maasai Mara. So that's how the Angama Foundation started, and that's its purpose, is just to give back, to make a difference, and to support the reason that people come here to experience this area in the first place. It's how we close the loop. Support the wildlife, support the people who live here, and that will just keep more guests coming back, bringing more money to support what's here and conserve what's here.
When Angama Mara was being built, the community had asked us to build them a clinic. It had taken a few years for us to gather the funds through the small donations through our guests, and in 2016 we broke ground and built the clinic. We opened in 2017, and now the Angama Clinic is here for the community, for our staff, and for our guests. We have a full-time clinical officer that is staffed here 24 hours, available for them, and the community is able to come for a small fee. That consultation fee is waived if medications are needed.
One of the pillars of the Angama Foundation is education, and less than 10 minutes from Angama is a school that just a few years ago was meeting under a tree. In the last few years of the Angama Foundation support, it's grown to have a number of classrooms all the way up through grade 8, as well as ECDs for early childhood development and teachers accommodation for the teachers. So that's a big initiative of ours, is to support this school that is very much off the grid, doesn't have any power running to it, and is otherwise unknown and overlooked. The Angama Foundation also partners with a number of other organizations, NGOs, foundations within the Maasai Mara to support their efforts. One of those organizations is called the Incan Tailor Foundation, and one of the projects they're doing, which is making a big difference in this area, is creating predator-proof bomas. So bomas that are a traditional structure in nature. Superficially, they're doing the same thing as what traditional bomas do, and that's protect wildlife, but they're doing it in a way that is more effective, from protecting wildlife from predation from hyenas, leopards, lions, and in so doing, then decreasing the number of incidents of predation on livestock and the conflict between humans and the predators. At Angama, we are very aware of how fortunate, how lucky we are to be here, particularly on this piece of land with our views that we have and surrounded by the communities who are our neighbors. And as such, we need to be very cognizant of the footprint that we have here and the impact that we have here. Lodges like ours don't work if we aren't thinking about the land, thinking about the people, and working with them in a sustainable way that promises a mutually beneficial relationship between us as a business, our neighbors who have lived here for hundreds of years, and also the wildlife that surrounds us.